Hello, I'm Judith A Yates, true crime author and criminologist. This is Best True Crime. Every episode, I take you on a journey to explore crime, forensics, and investigations. I'm Judith A Yates. I am a criminologist and a true crime author, and I want to talk about today one of the books that I wrote. It's called How to Recognize the Devil, Common Sense Self-Defense, and Crime Prevention Handbook. This is a very different style than the other true crime books that I write. And it's a how to be safe book using, again, common self-defense. Now, when you first think of self-defense, you're thinking about karate chops and taking self-defense classes, but not everyone can do those skills. If you're elderly, if you're not good at these kinds of skills, it takes years to master. So what I did is I took all of my presentations that I've ever done on how to stay safe and put them into a book. Every dollar I make off of this book is donated. So I make nothing off of this book. The reason that I did it was because I wanted people to feel safe. I believe we should be proactive than reactive when we discuss crime. Now, crime is never going to stop, and there's never going to be a society where we don't have crime, where we don't have crime victims. But my goal is to just kind of lower that number just a little bit so no one ever has to go through such a tragedy. I discuss knowing the red flags of an abuser, of an abusive relationship before getting into the relationship, what to look for, what kind of behaviors to note, how people talk, what they say, how they say it, so that before the woman is running for her life, she can get out of the relationship. And not necessarily just a female, anyone, male or female, that's in a battering relationship. I also discuss crimes against children, everything from children disappearing to children being harmed in school, bullying, and the like. I don't believe in teaching children to be afraid of their environment, of their realities. I have seen this stranger danger, which, by the way, it doesn't even apply in life, because who is a stranger to a child? The ice cream man, the uncle, the teacher, the coach. So what I did is I put together something for parents to understand how to talk to children about protecting them without creating fear, and without creating fear or worry in a parent about this child not talking to them. I also discuss home security, which is how to keep your things and items safe, how to prevent burglaries. Now, I want to interject here. There's no way we'll ever be safe from crime. This book cannot guarantee that you're ever going to be safe, okay? Crime happens. It's part of our society because it's part of us. But what I do is I give you these little skills to keep your home safe. I also discuss the myth of school violence, how to keep a perpetrator from shooting up a school. And I use the Columbine case as an example. I have taught, researched, lectured on Columbine for years and years, and I thought, you know what? This needs to be in the book because it's a perfect example of why and how school shootings occur. Now, I also discuss about travel safety. That's abroad and that's locally. Little things you can do to protect yourself while you're enjoying your vacation or your business trip. I was asked to put a chapter in here about just crazy things that I have seen in my career. I've worked in a prison. I've been a private investigator. I work for the sheriff's department. People in law enforcement see a lot of stuff. If you ever ask a cop what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen, they're not going to be able to answer you, because what is weird? When you walk through those doors and they slam behind you, or you get into a squad car, the judgment of what is weird just kind of disappears, because human beings can do just really crazy things. And that leads me to another chapter, which is called What Causes Crime. I discuss the case of Tabitha Tutors, a little girl who disappeared from the Nashville area. I've been working that case for several years, doing volunteer work. Where did Tabitha go? What happened to her? And how we can prevent such tragedies. And I also include pictures, so hopefully we can bring this kid home. And of course, the last chapter, because I am an animal lover. Most people who like true crime love animals, probably because we know that Animals will never intentionally hurt you, and they will always have your back. So I discussed poaching and what it is going to do to our future. Now, in this book, I also include a section where you can write down notes and notes to self. For example, in the domestic violence chapter, I asked the reader to write down why they deserve to be in a healthy relationship. Now, this might sound kind of crazy, and you're like, why do I need to write that down? But you know what? When you write it, you see it, you read it, and you believe it. And I truly believe that. So, the book, again, is called How to Recognize the Devil, Common Sense Self-Defense and Crime Prevention Handbook. It is available on my website at www.truecrimebook.net. I hope you pick it up. I hope it teaches you something. It's a good gift for graduates, for young people going into college for the first time they're away from home, for teenagers, and really even junior high, because crime is occurring in our elementary schools, and it's moving out into high school, college, workplace. Bad things happen to people. I am trying to help them prevent. So again, I hope you enjoy the book, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching Best True Crime. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Best True Crime. I'm Judith A. Yates, and I hope you subscribe. Be sure to visit truecrimebook.net and be safe out there.